Hi, I'm Jessica, and this is a Seedpod Yoga video. Today's practice is going to be a 15-minute practice that will leave you feeling strong and balanced. So we're just going to start standing up. So come to the top of your mat, plant your feet sitting bone distance apart and parallel with each other. Take a minute to close your eyes. Bring your palms forward so your shoulder blades go down your back. Lift your toes, really root down through your big toe ball mound, your pinky toe ball mound, the center of the heel of each foot. And then you can, starting at the pinky toe and moving towards your big toe, lower your toes to the ground. Draw up energy through your arch, up through the inseam of your legs, up from your pelvic floor all the way through the crown of your head. Your shoulders stack right over your hips, your ears right over your shoulders. And just breathe. Start to tap into your ujjayi breath, or the ocean-like sound in the back of your throat. Gently flutter your eyes open. Inhale and reach your arms high. Just reach out through both hands. Your gaze can go up, your shoulders down away from your ears. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Step your right foot behind your left. Just come to the pinky toe edge and then lean over to your left side. So I'll do this facing you so you see what I'm doing. Just lean and really get a stretch through your right side body. Come center, switch sides. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, left foot back behind your right. Just pour over to the side, really stretch your side body. And back up to center, drop your hands and just find a few bear twists from side to side and roll up your spine. Stand at the top of your mat. Inhale your arms high. Exhale. Hinge forward at your hip crease for Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale and find a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins and find a flat spine. Bring your legs as straight as you can. Exhale, draw your navel towards your spine. Just fold forward here. Really breathe into your hamstrings. Put all your weight onto your left foot. Lift your right leg behind you. Point your toes straight down, your knees pointing straight down. Really shine energy out through that heel. If you need to bring your hands to a block, you can really find a stretch through your left hamstring. Bend into your left leg. Drop your right foot behind you for a lunge. Exhale your right knee down to the ground. Bring your hands back by your hips. Draw your legs together so you really engage in your core. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your arms, lift your gaze. Then breathe here in a low Anjaneyasana. Exhale your hands to the floor. Draw your hips back to straighten that front leg as much as you can, as you want to. Flex those toes. Breathe into that hamstring. Inhale, rock forward, plant your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale that hand down. Step back with your left foot. Drop your knees to the ground, hips to heels for a child's pose. Take a breath here, forehead to the floor. And then inhale, slide forward all the way onto your belly. Your feet plant behind you, the tops of your feet root down, pubic bone roots down. Bring your elbows towards your rib cage, lift your heart. for Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower down, and then walk your elbows forward underneath your shoulders. Really root down through your shoulders. Draw your lower belly in, tuck your toes. With an exhale, push into your elbows to lift your hips for a forearm plank. Breathe here. Feel how strong you are. And then rock onto the left pinky toe edge of your left foot. But keep your elbows, your hands, so they're like a number 11, totally parallel. And breathe here. Feel your obliques. Lift those hips up off the mat. Roll back to center. Roll over onto your right pinky toe edge of your right foot. Keep those hips lifted up off the mat. Come back to center. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, pull your heart through your upper arm bones. And then exhale, bend your knees, push your hips back towards your heels for child's pose or devotional pose, it can be called, with your arms forward. Tuck your toes. Reach your arms out in front of you. Spread your fingers maximum distance away from each other. And then bring your knees straight, hips lift for downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Bring your right foot up between your hands, as many steps as it takes. Exhale, your left knee down. Bring your hands back by your hips. Draw your legs towards each other, really engage through the core. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, your hands down, hips back over your knees, straighten that front leg, your right leg. Breathe into that hamstring. Inhale, come forward again, plant your left hand under your left shoulder, inhale your right arm up for a twist. Exhale, bring your right hand to the floor. Bring that left foot forward for Uttanasana. Standing forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows here with your hands. Bring your biceps by your ears. You can rock. A little bit, really release that lower back. Bend into your knees. Exhale your arms back behind you like airplane wings. Inhale, come up for Utkatasana, chair pose. Feel your strength here. Bring your lower back firm and straight, so your tailbone is just slightly tucking. Exhale your hands to your heart. And then squat down. See if you can come all the way down and balance on a place on your sitting bones. You can bring your feet up. Keep your heart lifted. If this is too much work for you, you can bring your hands behind you, grab your thighs. But find Navasana, boat pose. Let's just do it with our shins parallel to the mat and the ceiling. Use your breath to help you float here. And then with an exhale, strongly lower to Ardha Navasana, half boat. Keep your heels and your shoulder blades up. And then exhale, release down. Feel your heartbeat. Take a breath to really just relax. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat on the mat so they're hip distance apart. Brush your heels with the tips of your fingers. Wiggle your shoulder blades toward each other and then iron your entire spine down to the mat. So even your lumbar curve is pushing down into the mat. Push into your feet, and then as you inhale, lift your hips for bridge pose. Keep your gaze right up at the ceiling. Don't turn your neck here. You can wiggle your shoulder blades closer to each other. You can even interlace your hands underneath your sacrum if that feels good. Push into your feet, lift your hips higher. See if you can really engage through your hamstrings, but don't pinch your buns together too hard. Keep your glutes engaged but not clenching. Really breathe. Release your hands. Exhale. Lower yourself down. Bring your feet mat distance apart, and then knees just drop together for a breath. Again, bring your feet hip distance apart. Brush your heels so you know that they're in the right place. Just brush your heels with your fingertips. Iron your spine into the mat. Push into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. You can find that same variation you did on the first one. Wherever your hands are, they can be flat along your sides or interlace them. You can imagine a little stream of water could go underneath your neck. Your gaze stays straight up. And exhale, lower down. Just bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side. Plant your left foot on the floor where it was for your bridge pose. Bring your right ankle just below your left knee. You're in a figure four. Push that knee away from you. And then you can bring your left foot up off the mat. Grab through this little hole you created with your hands. Grab the back of your left thigh, or you can grab your left shin. Just give yourself a little hug. You can use your right elbow to push that right thigh away from you. Really keep both feet engaged. So flex both feet. And when you keep that engagement, protects your knee. You can rock around here. Just feel where you find the stretch you need. Release that down. Cross over your left ankle over your right knee. Reach through your little triangle hole. Grab the back of your right hamstring. You can use your left elbow into your left thigh to push that away. Keep your right leg coming up over your right rib cage. So don't let that come over toward the midline. Just keep it aligned with your right rib cage. You can flex your feet. And then release. Just bend both knees. Bring your feet up like they're stomping on the ceiling. Grab the outsides of your feet. Just rock around here in happy baby pose. And then exhale. Release your legs. Let them splay out. Find your legs mat distance apart. Wiggle your shoulders so they're comfortable. Your palms face up. Your arms can be about 45 degrees away from your body. Just be as comfortable as you possibly can. And breathe in deeply. all the way from your navel to your collarbones. And exhale for as long as you possibly can. Take another deep breath in. This time from the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Fill all the way up. Scan your body for any tension. And then exhale for as long as you possibly can. And rest here in Shavasana for at least 5 minutes. Just let yourself absorb the benefits of your practice. I hope you enjoyed moving your body today with me. Namaste.